All right, hello and welcome back. As you can see, these are petite red potatoes. They are in the sink. I just ran some water over them. I'm gonna literally just go in here and just kind of wash them off. I'm not gonna sit there and scrub them or anything crazy. Just kind of wash them off. They look like they're pretty clean anyway. I don't see dirt coming off of them. You know, it's just a 3-pound bag of petite red potatoes. They were on sale at Publix for like half price. So we'll start with that. And then we're gonna put it in the slow cooker. Also, I've got a green cabbage, not a very big one, but it should be more than enough for today. Some green onions, some tomatoes. These are also on sale, half price. A brand I don't normally use, but they're crushed peeled tomatoes, chunky style. So I think it'll be kind of like diced tomatoes. Sure, why not? I'm going to use beef broth, which was also on sale. The vegetables were not on sale. We've got a orange bell pepper, got some green onions, and we got, like I said, the cabbage. These are also on sale half price, so I'm going to use 2 of them. Let's see, hang on a second. Just got home, trying to get organized here. So they're already rubbed down. These are pork tenderloins, and they've got a Tuscan herb rub on them. So they're gonna be, I've had these before, they are really good. Well, I don't know what brand it is, but I'm not affiliated with any brands. Nobody pays me money, nobody sponsors me. I do these videos, basically I'm just cooking food because I'm gonna eat it, and I'm just showing you what I'm cooking to give you some ideas. You know, this is like whole food. Yeah, that's out of a can, but it's tomatoes. It's not processed. This is like whole foods. We're going to cook. It's a lot more healthy. It's a lot cheaper than eating out, especially when you get most of the stuff is half price. And it's just better for you. People eat so many processed foods, and they can't figure out why their health is going south. Or, you know, they eat out, fast food and restaurants where they add all this fat and grease and butter to everything. And it's just, you're going to eat so much healthier, feel so much better, and save so much money if you can just do a few things yourself. Now, what I call this is, sorry, my allergies are killing me today. Pollen is going crazy down here in the southeastern United States, so bear with me. But what I call this is a crock pot creation. That's what I call this stuff. Usually a crock pot creation is just, hey, I'm going to go through my cabinet, my fridge, my freezer, try to figure out what I have and what I can throw together to make some sort of food, because I need, to go buy groceries or something. Today's a little different. I went to the grocery store. Like I said, I found all this stuff like half price, and I thought, hey, I can make a cool crock pot. It's kind of a, it's going to have the 2 tenderloins in it, right? So it's going to be kind of a hybrid between a roast and like a soup or a stew. And I decided to use beef broth because I always use chicken. So since we're using pork, I'll go with the beef. It'll be a little different. Why not? So anyway, going to get these potatoes cleaned and put in the pan. And there we go. I've washed the potatoes, rinsed them off, put them in the pan. Like I said, these are petite red potatoes. They're not very big. I don't bother cutting them up. You can cut them up if you want to. Remember, a lot of your nutrients is actually in the skin, so you don't really want to peel them necessarily. But hey, that's up to you. I'm going to cook them just like this in the pan. The next thing we're going to do is get our tomatoes and just pour those in on top of the potatoes. They will kind of cook in with the potatoes. I've done this before. It's really good, actually. But we're going to do that, and then we'll go to the next step. So the next thing I'm going to do, I've got some Texas Pete, which is one of my favorite flavors. This is not very hot. If it's hot for you, do it as you want. Tomatoes are very acidy, and what you want to do to counter the acid is put vinegar in there. Well, hot sauce has a lot of vinegar in it, a little bit of salt. And it's got some flavor, but I don't have a whole lot left in this bottle, so I'm just going to dump in what's left, and that will kind of give me my vinegar to counteract the acid in the meal. And, in case you're wondering, I did add a little bit of water to the can of tomatoes just to kind of rinse it out so we don't waste our tomatoes, but also it doesn't hurt to add a little bit of water, and then we'll go to the next step. All right, so I took the tenderloins out of their package. You can see they're very well seasoned. Like I said, they were seasoned in the package. It's called a Tuscan herb. They call it a rub. So they're very well. I just set them on top of the potatoes and tomatoes and our sauce. And I want to say they're about 12 ounces a piece. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I put 2 of them in there. They fit in my pot. Next thing to do is cut these up and put those in there as well. And there we have it. The green onions, I diced them up pretty good, chopped them up, put them on top of the food. Next thing is going to be our orange bell pepper. We'll dump those in there. Looking pretty good. I like to eat a lot of flavors in my food. I only got 1 bell pepper this time. Usually I have all kinds of multicolors, but I figured I've got enough. The pot only holds so much. The only thing we have left now is the cabbage. And there we have it. The cabbage is cut up and put in there. Like I said, I used a pretty small cabbage, so I was able to fit the whole thing. You might not be able to fit the whole thing, so you can maybe a half cabbage if you have a big one. Last but not least, we're going to take our beef broth and just kind of pour it over the whole dish like this. And it doesn't have to cover everything, because what's going to happen, I know this cabbage looks really full, like it looks like it's almost overloaded the crock pot here. It's going to cook down when it gets hot and steamed and everything, so it will not be a problem, I promise you. But get the beef broth in there, and then we will go, hang on. All right, there we go. The beef broth is in there. We'll go to the next step. And there we have it. So now I've got it set in the cooker. Again, I'm not associated. I do like Ninja stuff though. We'll go to low. That's an 8-hour cook. You can also do high, which is a 4-hour cook. They also have buffet, which I think just keeps it hot enough to serve without it letting it too cold to get dangerous or unhealthy. I don't really use buffet because after the cook's over, if I still want to keep it hot, it'll just go to on mode and it'll stay kind of at that buffet style setting. Not as hot as cooking setting, but hot enough to keep it safe. And then all we have left is just put the lid on there. And in 8 hours, it'll be done. And you can scoop it out. You can cut up your potatoes if you want to. Honestly, after they cooked like this, you can just chop them in half with your spoon. But that's pretty much going to end the video. I'm not going to wait 8 hours to finish the meal. You know what's going to happen to it. It's going to be like a roast / soup almost. It's going to be amazing. And that's what I call a crock pot creation. Y'all have a good one.